Throughout history, some assassinations have left wounds that never heal. Moments where violence erased leaders and left only questions. When the killers vanish, the silence that follows is filled with suspicion and doubt, eroding trust in the very institutions meant to protect us. These 5 unsolved assassinations shocked the world, their victims powerful figures who dared to challenge the status quo. The motives? Political intrigue, greed, and clashing ideologies. The killers? Unknown, their shadows stretching across decades. Tonight, we dive into these enduring mysteries and the impact they left on history. September 1961, Africa. UN Secretary-General Dag Hammarskjöld boards a plane seeking peace in Congo's Katanga province. The plane crashes near Ndola. Hammarskjöld and 15 others die. Officially it's pilot error. But witnesses spoke of explosions, a second aircraft, and a delayed search, details that don't fit an accident. Theories swirl. European mining interests, mercenaries, and intelligence agencies, all threatened by Hammarskjöld's anti-colonial stance. Decades later, a UN report suggests foul play is plausible. Evidence hints at a planned attack, but the truth remains hidden. Hammarskjöld's death is now seen as the assassination of a peacemaker, shrouded in geopolitical intrigue. In 1980's Burkina Faso, Captain Thomas Sankara led a revolution, championing self-sufficiency, women's rights, and independence from foreign control. His bold reforms made him enemies at home and abroad. On October 15, 1987, Sankara was assassinated in a coup led by his former ally Blaise Compaoré, who quickly reversed Sankara's policies. For decades, the truth was suppressed. The official story called it natural causes. Only after Compaoré's ousting did an autopsy confirm Sankara was riddled with bullets. In 2022, Compaoré was sentenced in absentia, but questions about foreign involvement linger. Sankara's murder was an attempt to kill the idea of an independent Africa. The full story remains locked in secrecy. Stockholm, 1986. Swedish Prime Minister Olof Palme, a champion of peace and justice, walked home without security. A gunman emerged, shot Palme dead, and vanished into the night. The investigation was chaotic. Evidence lost, leads mishandled. Theories abounded: apartheid agents, Kurdish separatists, right-wing extremists, or arms dealers. A suspect was named decades later, but he was already dead. No trial, no closure. Sweden's most extensive investigation ended with more questions than answers. Palme's murder remains an open wound, a reminder that even the safest societies are not immune to darkness. The truth behind his assassination is still elusive. 1968, America in turmoil. Senator Robert F. Kennedy, symbol of hope, is gunned down after a victory speech in Los Angeles. Sirhan Sirhan is arrested at the scene, convicted, and remains in prison. But doubts persist. The fatal shot came from behind, though Sirhan was in front. Audio evidence suggests more shots were fired than Sirhan's gun could hold. Was there a second gunman? Theories point to organized crime, the CIA, or others threatened by Kennedy's campaign. The official story leaves gaps that fuel endless speculation. RFK's death extinguished hope and left a legacy of unanswered questions. The case remains a haunting mystery. Dallas, 1963. President John F. Kennedy is assassinated in broad daylight. The Warren Commission blames Lee Harvey Oswald, who is killed before he can testify. The single bullet theory and the Zapruder film sparked disbelief. Witnesses recall shots from multiple directions. Evidence was mishandled, and key witnesses died mysteriously. Suspects range from the mafia to the CIA, anti-Castro exiles, and military interests. Later investigations suggest a likely conspiracy, but no definitive answers. JFK's murder shattered American innocence and trust in authority. The echoes of Dealey Plaza still reverberate, the truth forever contested. These assassinations changed history, not just through violence but through the silence and suspicion left behind. When justice is denied, doubt grows louder, haunting generations. The ghosts of these leaders and the secrets of their deaths refuse to rest. These cases remind us that truth is fragile, and the quest for justice never ends. Which of these mysteries do you think will ever be solved? Share your theories below. Subscribe for more deep dives into history's darkest secrets.